Welcome to the live stream ritual routine of Jan Shamanic, the keyman from Falun Gong from Dafa, the awkward shaman who inhales you and exhales your life. That's what I do. So I'm so transparent and open that I just share my routine with you, and some other beings try to charge you for something. I just give you the complete thing out of myself because I love you. I love myself, and that's why I share it. So here we go. First off, you prepare your everything, and then you prepare everything the night before, and then you do it. You have soaked dates. Yeah. If you hang out with me, we're going to have like soaked dates. Yeah. You have a date with me. So. Then we have some coffee. Some DMSO. Also in the coffee, I drink it. It gets all mixed up in my stomach anyways, because this is alchemy. Then I have my supplements. I said that yesterday already. The Matrix, they ask you, would you like to have the blue or the red pill? And I'm like, I take both or all of them. So here we have omega-3s, caffeine pill, vitamin B12, and OPC and creatine. Here we go. After that, you're going to make sure that I prepare myself for the next day. So I already soak in the next dates for tomorrow. And I prepare the supplements for the next day. Normally I wash it out, but today I'm not doing that. See, and this is all like, it's all routine. You just have to be prepared, and when you are prepared, it's way easier to get into the rituals that you would like to do for yourself in order to live your life and express yourself under this firmament. So that's what I do. Here we have it. Then this for the next day. Then also we're going to have MSM. MSM. These are the dates for tomorrow. Sec. And then we have over here my other supplements that I intake with distilled waters. Magnesium, creatine, CreaPure, beta-alanine, MSM, palatinosi. A lot of different white powders, like white powders. White tiger. I'm the black Kemetic prince. And this is why I'm wise, because I fuse black and white together. And I tolerate everything, and I'm speaking truthful, I'm sharing myself transparently. And I'm compassionate, love everyone. This is why I do it. This is why I am. This is what I be. Here we have L-tyrosine. Alright. And vitamin D3. So this is part of my routine. What I also like, and then I basically normally eat during midnight or during the afternoon. But like I said, I'm out of time. I'm out of this calendar. So it doesn't really matter when I eat. Today I was driving my girl to work. Then I was coming back, I had some sushi in the morning, then I was going back to bed again. And now this is part of my routine. This is my initial ignition. I take that and then I know what I do because I'm routinized. So this is what I'm going to share here with you. The godly routine. And of course, you know that I'm practicing Shivambukalpa. That means I drink my urine. I put my urine in my senses, in my eyes, nose, ears, on my skin. But I'm not doing that on camera anymore because that was creating trouble in my relationship and also in everyday life. So I was like, okay, I share it, but this is not what I share. So here we have the Voodoo from Falun from Dafa. And we're going to listen to that one. See, it's beautiful, beautiful. All right, it's running. All right, let's go. Here we go. All right, turn it a bit more up. All right, here we go. So, and now here you see what we're going to do after. Come on. From Gong, from Dafa, foamROLLIN, Paida, Voodoo-Flossing. And I'm going to close that one here. So, like I said, I share this routine because I'm the mirror to myself, to my own consciousness, I know that. But I'm also sharing that with all compassion and all truthful forbearance that I have for everyone. Because the truth is revealing itself. So the truth is that you can basically do all these things everywhere, every time. And it's just a quest of act. And I act because I hacked it. So I'm going to normally just, read out loud, but no, normally I read it for myself, obviously, but today I'm going to share with all compassion that I have for you. Now, from Falun, Li Hongxi, I'm going to read out of here. So, Falun, Li Hongxi, English version. This is the Master Li Hongxi. And this Falun emblem is the miniature of the universe. It also has its own form of existence and process of evolution in all other dimensions, so I call it a world, Li Hongxi. There you have it. There you see it. So, on Dafa. Dafa is the wisdom of the Creator. It is the bedrock of creation, what the heavens, earth, and universe are built upon. It encompasses all things, from the utmost minuscule of the vastest of the vast, while manifesting differently at each of the cosmic body's planes of existence. Out of the depths of the cosmic body, the tiniest of particles first appear, with layers upon layers of countless particles following. ranging in size from small to great, reaching all the way up to outer planes that humankind knows. Those of atoms, molecules, planets and galaxies and beyond, to what is still larger. Particles of varying sizes make up lives of varying sizes as well as the worlds of varying sizes that permeate the cosmic body. Lives at any of the various planes of particles perceive the particles of the next larger plane to be planets in their skies, and this is true at each and every plane. So the lives at each plane of the universe, it seems to go on infinitely. It was Dafa that created time and space, the multitude of lives and species, and all of creation. All that exists owes to it, with nothing outside of it. All of these are the tangible expressions at different planes of Dafa's qualities, Shin, Shan, and Ran. See glossary. So I'm going to go to the glossary here. Shin. Shin Shan Ren. Yun Shan Ren. Shen, truth, truthfulness. Shan, compassion, benevolence, kindness, goodness. Ren, forbearance, tolerance, endurance, patience. This is what the qualities of Dafa are. However, advanced people's means of exploring space and probing life may be the knowledge gained is limited to certain parts of this one dimension, where human beings reside at a low plane of the universe. Other planets were explored before by humans during civilizations predating history. Yet for all the heights and distances achieved, humankind has never managed to depart from the dimension in which it exists. The true picture of the universe will forever elude humankind. If a human being is to understand the mysteries of the universe, space, time, and the human body, he must take up cultivation of a true way and achieve true enlightenment, raising his plane of being. Through cultivation, his moral character will elevate, and once he has learned to discern what is truly good from evil and virtue from vice, he goes beyond the human plane. He will see and gain access to the realities of the universe as well as the lives of other planes and dimensions. While people often claim that their scientific pursuits are to improve quality of life, it is technological competition that drives them. And in most cases they have come about only after people have pushed out the divine and abundant moral codes meant to ensure self-restraint. It was for these reasons that civilizations of the past many times met with destruction. People's explorations are necessarily limited to this material world, and the methods are such that only what has been recognized is studied. Meanwhile, things that are intangible or invisible in the human dimension, but that do objectively exist and do reveal themselves in real ways in this immediate world, such as spirituality, faith, divine word, and miracles, are treated as taboo, for people have cast out the divine. If the human race is able to improve its character, conduct, and thinking by grounding these immoral values, it will be possible for civilizations to endure and even for miracles to occur again in the human world. Many times in the past, cultures that were as divine as they were human have appeared in this world and helped people to arrive at a truer understanding of life and the universe. When people show the appropriate respect and reverence toward Dafa, as it manifests here in the world, they, their race, or their nation will enjoy blessings or honor. It was Dafa, the great way of the universe, that created the cosmic body, the universe, life, and all of creation. Any life that turns away from Dafa is truly corrupt. Any person who can align with the Dafa is truly a good person and will be rewarded and blessed with health and happiness. And any cultivator who is able to become one with Dafa is an enlightened one, divine. Li Hongxi, May 24th, 2015. So, this was out of the Zhuang Falun. And I'm going to say this here one more time. All this goof here is doing has nothing to do with Falun Gong, Falun Dafa. This myself, I just cultivate my character in Falun Gong, Falun Dafa. So don't put Dafa into a different light because you think, oh, this guy is very crazy, he's retarded, he's a goof, he's making fun of himself. And then I'm cultivating myself in the Zhuang Falun. Like I said, I'm sharing with all truthfulness, compassion, and tolerance that I have for everyone. What I know, this is why I'm doing it. And yeah, the Zhuang Falun, Falun Gong, Falun Dafa is my way of cultivation, my true way. So, there you have it. I read it, and the poodoo is still spitting. We're going to put that on the beginning again because we're going to do the 5 exercises out of Zhuang Falun, out of Falun Gong, Falun Dafa, and you're going to see me doing them. So, here we go. Okie dokie. Going to uplift humanity. Alright, like that. So, there we go. Truthfulness, compassion, and tolerance. So, we're going to continuously listen to that music, to the Voodoo. Normally, I play other music when I'm going to get into other exercises, exorcisms. But you know, since like how YouTube is organized, it's not possible to do that. So yeah, but the Voodoo is universal, so there's no copyright on it. Yeah, so now I'm getting into a bit of foam rolling, and yeah, normally, like I said, I'm going to listen to music then, but now I will just, you know, bobble around, exercise my language. That's what you should do. So, you know, I was thinking about the prison yesterday, the prison and the human brain, and the prism and the prison, how that is connected. Maybe you know Pink Floyd. Of course you know Pink Floyd. The album where you have the prism, the light beam, the rainbow. And the rainbow basically shoots through the prism, or no, the light beam shoots through the prism, and then you have the full color spectrum which goes through the prism. And this basically symbolizes your outlook into the world, into society, and that helps you basically to remind yourself that you are shooting out the rainbow, the full color spectrum out of your head. Now this gets into the mind, this gets into a lot of different things, but mainly it gets into that your mind space, your head, could be empty, should be empty. And that's basically what the problem with the technology or the advancement that humans nowadays think they would have. Oh look, we have all these technological things. No, in the first place, the most advanced thing that you could ever get into is your own body. I mean, I would get naked in front of you, I don't care, but then I would get problems with my girlfriend and the YouTubes, right? So, now for real, the thing here is that it's so ridiculous. It's so ridiculous because, I mean, I like the technology, because otherwise, without the technology, I would not have access to a lot of different things that I'm now practicing every day. That's true. But on the other hand, it's such a virus to itself, because it's a maze run. And of course, everybody is an own cosmos unto themselves, and the internet is structuring the whole cosmic body. But the quest is, what are you on the deepest level? And I know how alchemy functions, I know how my body functions, how my lab is functioning. I trust in my own research. That means I trust in my own research that gets into light and darkness, gets into my own experience, which everybody has. You know, I tolerate everyone with their opinions and with their outlooks on life, and in the end, it's just, yeah, words and mirrors. Like, what do I know? It's just like what I talk about, but the thing is that it's so, like, a lot of things are so, like, fractalizing everything, and because of that it becomes very unsourced. It becomes like, oh, no, it's this, no, it's that. I mean, like, yeah, the fractals could work, the fractals probably are working, but I mean, aren't we looking for like a holistic, a simple approach to life, like how it was always, basically? This is the downside of this technology thing that we think is so good, it's so great, you know. But in the end, what am I doing here? I'm exercising my own language thoughts out of myself by just I'm rolling around, keep on rolling, and keep on playing the Voodoo from Falun, Gong, Falun, Dafa. It's what I do, it's what I am, it's what I express. Truthfulness, compassion, tolerance for all of you. And like I said, maybe I am just I know I have to, like, I don't have to, but I should get also into like using my skills to make more money. But you know, like I said, it's what's standing there literally in Falun. What is life in the end about? Life is a that was not standing in Falun. That life is a continuation of moments. But it's in the end about like, hey, happiness, or like consciously choosing on what kind of emotion you would like to be, and being healthy, you know, being healthy in hell, because literally we are burning here. Like, we create the fire because we have thumbs, we have fire makers, fire keepers, but that's also the thing with technology, that it tries to tell us that technology is way more powerful than us, but we are the most advanced thing here, but we're not using our powers, we're not using our original things. And of course that gets into urine, gets into Shiva Makalpa, that gets into like movement, into like working with the source, with the sun, with the moon, with the planets, because we are that. But because we fractalize so many things so much, we think it's always, no, it's this way, no, it's that way. Well, movement is a very good example. Like, you know, you can take a look into like the sports, physical education, science, and how you build up this and how you build up that. But in the end, you know, like, like just do it. Nike was already telling you that. Just do it. And then, of course, you should have a good technique, and you could. But in the end, it's a mind program. It's a mind program that you are living under because you think, oh, I was told it's going to be this way, so that's why I'm doing it like that. But the further you go away from the information, and the more you tap into your own source, you figure out, well, I mean, like we could talk about language, what it does, what it is, how it works. I was telling you that, you know, like, see every letter as a symbol to itself. Well, at least that's my mind program, you know. It doesn't mean that it has to work for you, but like, hey, you know, like, only because you think, oh, this was this guy saying with this PhD and everything. It's like, that doesn't mean that that information is more truthful than something else. That just means that this guy was spending his life researching something that he was then trying to explain to you. Well, I'm like, okay, you know, like, dude, I don't know. It's... The more holistic something becomes, the more the fractals to itself start to dissolve, because it's a holistic image. Now you would get into like pixels maybe. You would see that you zoom into certain aspects and then you zoom out of them. Zoom, zoom, zoom. Zoom in, zoom out. I was like, yeah, but it's your point of focus, you know, hocus pocus focus. And then, well, at least it seems to me, and from my experience, from my mind program, yeah, it's about like understanding your own mind, understanding your own body, and then this is what you start to mirror out. This is what you start to create. This is what you start to attract. That's a universal thing. Yeah, that's why, you know, truthfulness, compassion, tolerance, that makes on every surface, on every plane, on every net, makes a lot of sense. Like, think about it. Makes a lot of sense. You know, you figure something out, and then like you think, oh, this is the thing, and then you go back to something else, or you move on, and you figure out, well, I mean, all I've been told is basically not how it is anymore, you know. And then you see how things work in the long run, how things are occurring in. Yeah, what you, I mean, people would say that you, or that I maybe would be, I would be hang on to a certain thing for a long time, you know, like you know, that's my character. I just do certain things over and over again, so I think, oh, this is the thing. Maybe it's not, you know, like, humans are different, and that's why we should be, I know. We have to. This is how we express the bigger picture, the bigger mind, but... I mean, it's good the way it is, I know, it's good the way it is, but it's also sometimes very strange the way it is, because I would say like, yo, like think about for some minutes what occurs and how things are done. I could name you so many different techniques to something, but I mean, would you do them? I don't know. I don't even know you. I just represent the truthful, compassionate, tolerant mirror to you that you could get into if you're interested. But if you're like, I don't know, that's not for me. It's not for you. But that's the thing with the internet, with information technology. These rabbit holes are so endless. It's like, I don't know, it's strange. It's weird because we could focus on so many different things, you know, like, oh, we do it this way, we do it that way. Still, woo, bless me, bless me. The quest will be, how anchored am I into myself? How anchored am I? Could I be myself in all these situations, no matter what. Yeah, this is why I switch up my diet, I switch up my routine, but I stay true to what I do. I stay true to the things I do. I do my routines, my rituals. I know what I'm speaking about. And I'm using the basic things and I share them for free because this is basically how it ever was. But we as humans tend to try to reinvent the wheel. And I was like, oh, you see? Now we do it this way, now we do it that way. I mean, yeah, it's interesting, good, but also so bizarre because it's a journey to self-healing, journey to self, journey of self. Yeah, but take care of your lab, you know, take care of your avatar. If you take care of your avatar, if you understand your body, your temple, like you are anchored in yourself, like nobody can say or do something against it because you know what's up, you know what works for you. Oh. That's why you can be the way you are. Oh. You know, and of course I see what's going on. In the end I know it's all myself. But I rise against it, you know, happy rising. I rise against it because, or I rise again, I rise with it. It's a quest of perception and perspective, you know, but I hold up. I'm very good because I'm an earth sign, but I also have all the other element qualities that I'm just holding up this realm and room for me and for everybody else who's interested in it. You know, could be 0, could be 3 trillion. I don't care because I know what I do. And it seems to me sometimes that because people are so fooled by the numbers, see, numbers make you numb. You think like, oh, it's so many. Yeah, that doesn't mean anything. That doesn't make your information more clearer, with more clarity, more true, more compassionate, more tolerant. That doesn't mean because you think it's like, oh, no, what people believe that, yeah, it's a belief system. That doesn't mean anything. It's just like, yeah, you think it's like that because that's what you've been told, but I mean, what does it mean? What does it mean because you think it's like this or like that? Yeah, you've been informed with that. I've been informed with my things that I do. Doesn't mean that it's more sourced, it's more anchored. I would say so, yeah. What I share, what I do is pretty universal. I could do these things and explain that to an alien which is not from this realm and doesn't understand like our language, because I'm operating with universal language, with universal signs in front of you. I can like see that and decode that and be like, yo, you know, like I could explain that to somebody from down under or from up higher, whatever, because what I do is universal. You know, like you could foam roll. It's this like what I do here also now with Voodoo-Flossing and with Paida. Falun Gong, Falun Dafa, and afterwards with Kalarippayattu. That's a universal language. That's like, yo, like move your body in these directions, do that. You know, that's like everybody could do that. That it's language is sometimes very misleading, but the way I operate with language, I think I cracked open the nut pretty good because the way I talk and the way I decode things is. Yeah, it's just like how I am, you know. Let's foam roll my face one more time. That's good, you know. Oh, let's say it's strange to roll your face, but you know why that's good? Because this is how you can express and explain yourself the way you are. You know, I don't care. Like I just all these shit talks that I do, I can do it because I stuff myself with shit, but I also like, you know, I roll the shit throughout my body. And I just be myself. And I ingest my light, which is my urine, my pee-pee. Oh. The wandering God. Words and mirrors. Talkings, walkings. Alright, so that was the foam rolling. So now we get into yo, hello beautiful beings. Greetings, excrement says, and Moonbeam 123 says hi. What's up, Danny? Good to see you. Now we get into the foam rolling. Be the mirror to yourself and know what you're doing. I empower you with what I do because I'm the mirror to your own consciousness, and I help you to remind you to be you and express you. And maybe out of all the things that I am, there's something that is inspiring to you. So, here are the Voodoo-Flossing bands, and now today we are going to Voodoo floss the ankles, the knees, the wrists, and the elbows, because we have time, you know, I have time, and I'm just sharing what I do for the future, for myself, for everyone, for the mirror, for the general consciousness, because this is how we uplift the whole thing. Everybody can heal themselves, but also, you know, the structures, the powers that be are also expressions of the whole thing, the expressions of the universe. But there are always different ways to the same goal, to the same goat, to the same solution, to the same thing. Because we are all like on our own journeys, on our own ways, but are there shortcuts? I don't know. Maybe there are no shortcuts, they're just like own ways of doing something. And it's probably also part of my journey that I was like, I figured something out for me and I'm like, oh, that's the best thing for everybody else because it's good for me. And that's part maybe of my journey to realize that I'm here on my own, also with everybody else, but you know, I'm always so like, oh, I want to help out, you know, I want to inspire, which I do, certainly, I know. Maybe I'm just sometimes not so patient, you know, have more patience with everybody because I would be like, you know, like, oh, this is it, you know, this is how it works. It's like, oh, but you will see, you know, you will see for yourself. You will be on your own, you are on your own journey. I'm only a mirror to what you are. But what are you? We are the same. We are the same consciousness from different outlooks, from different viewpoints, we are just different lighthouses, which all basically grow in themselves, and it's about, yeah, you know, like tolerance, you know, I tolerate you, you tolerate me, and then we grow together. Rations of inspires. I'm cooked, excrement says. Yeah, we are all cooked, you know. I'm the master cook, the pea cook. peacock. It's like, this is what we do. You know, we we express ourselves because we think our viewpoint might be the best for everybody else, which is, you know, I get all these insights of myself because I just talk, and that's what is in my mind, which makes basically, I mean, it's inspiring to others, but basically I'm just talking to myself. I'm just talking to myself here on camera. Everybody else is talking to themselves also on camera. And we are talking to ourselves even if it seems that we're talking to somebody else. But the other one is a mirror of our own selves. But not many people really get that. Not many people really see that it's themselves. We face our own creation 24/7 if you live in that calendar. But we face our own mirrors. This is a giant hall of mirrors, a giant mind expression, an experiment of self, an experience of self, an experience of God. We are all God in different factors, different protocols. But to understand that, it's like, damn, we were doing this all together. Yeah. And it's like, why would you think that you have to go somewhere to realize something? All you ever do is realizing yourself, and then you basically realize that you are all others. We are the same thing. So if we go onto like a demonstration, or like we would do some violence to something, I mean, yeah, that would get into the darker aspects, Saturn, and even like Kemets and black magic. It's all expression of life, you know. I'm a life show, but I'm not showing you. I'm not a showman. I'm a life man. You get it? Like I'm freaking life. I'm life because I was dad so many times. Let me tell you that. I was dad so many times, and I'm basically your dad. I'm above Saturn because I can speak things into existence. I just, you know, some people would call it shit talk. Some people would just like, oh man, this guy's wise. It's like, it just is what it is. I just am what I am. It's like words emerge. It's like, wondering God. I make God wonder. I flip around everything. I was like, what is it? Mainly, I'm just anchored in me, and I'm like, yo, this is why I am what I am. But without being like anchored in me, it's like, whew. Sometimes I'm like, this is all crazy and bizarre. But as you can see, this is how my brain works. It's all interconnected, and it's not like it. This is so tough to understand for most Westerners, because it's like, oh, where's the evidence to that? Yeah, it's like we're talking about synchronicity. We're talking about how and what life is. Our bodies are conduits of experience and consciousness, and we are the spirit and awareness. We are commons alchemy within to change what we flux, then we reflect that, excrement says. Yes, we are, I would say, you know, to make it a bit more understandable for the future people that are new to the subject, we are instruments. I'm just simply an instrument, and I play sound, and I resonate with certain things. And this is why I tune my instrument every day with the universal values of truthfulness, compassion, and tolerance. So this is what I emit, it's what I send out, I attract it, you know. And yeah, there are so many layers to and of life. And here in the West, we try to express and describe things the way we've been told. And that's good, that's also part of life. I'm not saying that this is bad or good. It just is what it is. But then we have also the complete left hemisphere, the other hand, you know. Left to right, bring it together, so we have the balance. And it's always encoded in our own bodies. It's always in ourselves. The West and the East, the North and the South. The complete mapping of the world, of the word. But even that's, you know, that's my mind state. That's how I see the world. But North, head, South, feet, West, East. And then we fuse it all together in our avatars, in our temples, in our altars. It's how we alter consciousness, we alter reality through our own batteries, which are the bodies, the vessels of expressing ourselves, you know. And I just know what I know, I just share what I share. But I also try to be like sometimes more empty and just tune into the thing that I'm presented with, because otherwise if I would try to, like, you know, rise against it, rise with it, like, or try to be like, oh no, that's not, you understand it like this, but I understand it like that, this tolerance, you know. Okay, interesting how you see it, let's talk about that, you know. Words, that's helped me in the last few days a lot. That saying there, words and mirrors, words and mirrors. That was like, that's what it is. It's powerful because this is how we construct reality. But in the end, I mean, what is it? What is really occurring? It's like, there are always so many rabbit holes and layers of experience in every moment, we could tune into so many different things. But we are operating so many times on so outer layers, but even that is like outer layers, inner layers, balance layers, whatever. Yeah, reach consummation, you know, reach the whole thing. But yeah, life is the trip. Life is the psychedelic trip. Life is already psychedelic. It's like, oh, you've done certain substances. Every substance is psychedelic. Everything is psychedelic. If you reach a certain understanding, everything is. It's like, So this is why I'm like, okay, I know, it's like, we share what we share. That's how we basically grow, you know, and then, but in the end, you know, that's the thing with the medias and with the mirrors and with the black mirrors, to understand them. You have to realize then, to really work with it, that you look out of your own school, of your own skull. If you think that, you know, that's the thing, like how informed and how educated people are, and people then are like, oh no, it can't be because I understand it so good because I have this and that degree. I'm ever wondering, all one alone, master, masked, spine, pupil, learner, schooler, scholar of life. Because I shoot out the rainbow out of my black pupil, which is Kemet, which is Chromatic Yoga, which is the perception and perspective aspect of life, that I know that it's me, Mario. Mario's world. you know? Mario's word. So it's always a fractal that we try to abstractly understand, or it's like, oh, now it's like this, now it's like that. I mean, yeah. But the most basic things, clean out your vessel, fill up your vessel, like clean it out and fill it up, and start to understand that what you fill it up with has an effect on your mind. Now your mind constructs and your body constructs also, so it's about the balance between those two things. And this gets into so many different understandings and teachings, and everybody tries to explain life. Still, you research something for your entire life, and then you figure out in the end, what was it about? What was it really? And like, is love the way? I mean, yeah, love is a great feeling, which comes from myself. If I don't feel love, how would I ever be able? If I don't love myself, if I don't love what I do, how would I ever be able to give that to others, or to inspire others, or to tolerate myself? You know, it's just. Yeah, that's why I say, you know, I'm a multi-dimensional being. I'm into very much different things, and I try out very much different things. This is, I mean, it could also be dangerous because sometimes I lose like structure, but I'm also very structured. Paradox, right? Bizarre. Yeah, life by itself is very strange. Do things differently, you know, inspire yourself to do things differently, and maybe some other people just need more structure, you know. So there are maybe humans are different. That's why it's so beautiful. That's why it is the way it is. That's why we see these poles of mirrors, these expressions of life, these different fractals, these different things. It's like, okay, let's play this game. Let's do it, you know. Do it differently, you know. But then in the end, isn't it like that? Maybe it isn't. I don't know. Maybe it's just for myself what I mirror here out. That. I mean, if it works for me, I continue with that, right? But maybe it's just working because I'm lazy to change. And I'm searching for excuses to not do another thing. But isn't it like in the end that everybody stays on their track, on their thing? Yeah, and this gets into the code which are in everybody, you know, the genetic code, what we are informed with. So would you even have the capacity to listen to me for over an hour? We are instruments. Aha, cool. I haven't grasped what you mean by mirrors yet. You talk about mirrors a lot. Mirrors, I mean, that's a type of perception. I mean, with the mirroring aspect, I mean that everything that you see is a direct reflection of your own self. If you take a look into your room, if you just look around, you realize, oh, like look at all these materials, look at all the things that you are presented with. That's your consciousness. That's, I mean, it's just words, what I speak. It's just, I don't know if it might be even before you, I don't know that. But it's just like, you see things and you see those things as an expression of your own self. You are, people say you are what you eat. I would say like, you are what you see. You are that. You are the other persona that you are mirroring yourself with. It's another mask of yourself. We're all alone, all one. you know, this situation nowadays in society just shows us that we are alone. And we think, oh, now you can't handle it, you go to somebody else, you're like, oh, then you have talks with them, and you'll be like, oh, how do you see it, how do I see it? And then you figure out, well, you just mirror yourself in these dialogues. It's yourself. This is what I mean with mirrors. You are in a giant hall of mirrors. You are the other. You are what you see. And sometimes it's hard to accept, you know, it's hard to tolerate. At least you're part of it, because we are all one consciousness, we're all one body. We just, like, look at my body. I have so many different cells in me. Every human being will be a cell in one body. And if we resonate with the original things, if we resonate with truthfulness, compassion, tolerance, we start to construct and attract the things that we originally are. Yeah. So here we have the Voodoo-Flossing bands, and now we get more into Paida. Yeah, the human mind construct is a very interesting thing, like how it works and what it does. And you know, a lot of things from my realization come from all the things that I present here openly. But to make it just like in a few words, do things differently, fast, get into urine therapy, or Shivam called, get into nature, get into your source. But yeah, like I said, some people also like balance, you know, get into, that might be a good idea, get into the complete opposite thing of what you would normally do. And then figure out that it's basically about your perception, about your perspective that you start to develop. And you realize that, hey, it's yourself, you know, but I also get stuck up in the same things over and over again, because then I realize, well, this is how I am, this is me. And I somehow have to accept that, or tolerate that. I could be like, you know, I try to change, or I try to do things differently, but it's just what is me, you know, what I am. And that's where tolerance comes into place, you know. Yeah, it is what it is. I do what I do. I am what I am. We are what we are. Still, what do they say in High School Musical? Let's talk myself into happiness again, because that's more fun. What do they say in High School Musical? You remember that? I remember that. What do they say? What do they say in High School Musical? They say, we're all in this together. But how can I be something of another? Or is that I have manifested my surroundings from myself? Yeah, how to explain that to you? I mean, like, what do I know? I know a lot. You are the other one. We are like only, how could, for example, like, let's talk about God. Or let's make it more simple, talk about water. How would you ever understand water if you not become water? So that means if you're not ingest water, or if you're not like get into water, like, yeah, maybe you haven't experienced it yet. I mean, maybe, let's talk about it like this. Maybe you have to die metaphorically, and you basically shatter all your things that you thought were real, all your attached minds. That means all the things that you attach your mind to. And then you realize when you attach your mind to that, you become that. So basically, attachment is necessary to experience life. Because, like, if I do not attach my mind to water, I cannot experience it. Because I'll be like, yeah, it's like, I mean, I'll just do it, but you become it when you do it. You become it when you look at it. What also might helps is you know, you do things with closed eyes, or you do things with, I'll show you. You do things, you know, everybody's talking about virtual reality. I talk about mind reality, because like this I can reflect myself a lot better. Now my eyes are not fooling me anymore. I'm way more into the hearing capacity. I listen to my own words way more clear than when I would do this, because now I would read your comments, I would see all these colors. Now I'm also speaking, I would hear my voice, but now I'm getting way more deeper into myself. So if I'm getting deeper into myself, I also can express and explain very much more clear what I have inside of me. And also, when I've been into myself, then I can also detach myself from that. So that means then I can get into the thing that I'm presented with. So that gets into the mirroring aspect, you know? Perhaps I haven't experienced it yet. Do I become the water, or am I experiencing the water from my own perception? Both or nothing. You know, like, I mean, what is it? I don't know. I can't, like, still. Although I've been so much into myself, like, words and mirrors, like, what is it? I don't know. I can only give you my experience with it. It is just what it is, but hold, like, pee into a cup and hold urine in your mouth and do that over and over again, and then you start to, like, all the glands, which are equal to the chakras. Glands means chakras. So if you clean out all your glands in your body, if they start to function again, if they can produce all the neurotransmitters in your body, your avatar, your body is functioning the way it should function. And then you start to realize that, well, I mean, a lot of things starts to change for you. And it's trippy, how did we get here? I don't know, we continue here. Like, don't interrupt my routine and ritual, excrement. What did you fucking do, yo? I love you. So, I love you. So, let's continue with, hey, where is it? Oh, we haven't done that yet. See? Confusing. How did we got here? Yo, excrement. Let's please carry on. Shine a light. Yeah, shine your light, yo. Let's go. We're here with the Paida slappers. You know what's also good, you know. Today we might do the Paida with blind eyes. Like this. So here we go. you were going to anyway. You were going to anyway? To what? What do you mean? So, alright, let's go. Position yourself. Say, okay, what, for example, sports. What are sports? Like yoga. If you do yoga for a long time, I mean, I would say it like this. All we express in life, I never go anywhere. Only the positions and my mind states changes. Think about that one. But then, you know, the mind is like, oh, I'm doing so and so much repetition, so I'm growing out more muscle, and it's like about mass and everything. But the more you tap into your mind, the more also you tap into your body, you start to understand, well, it's all a mind program that you're living under. You live under a spell, literally. You live under a certain idea. That's why I'm emptying out myself so much, because it's necessary sometimes to have these programs, but it's also like, these eyes and these programs are so much also disconnecting from source, from self. And sometimes, I said that yesterday, sometimes I'm way too much in myself, and that's also not the optimal thing. Because you're like, oh, I know it better. I do my things. Yeah, but then, you know, like in the end I will be alone. But I will be all one. Which, funny enough, I was always, you know. I was always one with you. I was always alone. But hey, it's good to move with tolerance and compassion and with truthfulness towards others. And be like, hey, what do you have? What do I have? How can we share that? Sharing is caring. What do I do here? I share with all compassion the truthful things that I have, and I tolerate whatever you do and whatever you are, because I just only express myself. Whatever. I mirror myself in my black mirror. That's what I do. Maybe it's inspiring to you, maybe not. But could be very helpful to you. Could be also misleading, but I don't think so, no. I would not represent things to you which are misleading. Because, yeah, happy rising, you know, what is misleading, you know, it's life. Misleading or man-leading. Yin and yang, male and female. You know, Paida is very good because it unblocks your body, and the only disease, the only thing that's making people, beautiful beings, sick, beautiful souls, beautiful lights and darknesses sick, is blockage. Is blocking. Blocking of energy flows. That's it. And Paida is one of the easiest things to just unblock yourself. If you unblock yourself, you just start to feel more in the flow. You can experience life better, whatever it might be. It's a mind program, it's an expression. And this is why, you know, I have to also take care about myself, and this is why I'm also so much also alone, because I am so tolerant, and I literally become the other person. If I am with others, I'm like, hey, because I figured out, you know, I could present something to them and be like, you do it like this, you do it like I say. But I also figured out, well, it's not, that this is not basically what life is. So I kindly ask, with all compassion and tolerance that I have for the other one, with all forbearance, like, what is it that you need? What is it that you need? I don't know that, but you know. Maybe you also don't know, but then the answer is what I will produce for you. You get it? So this is why my mom always told me, well, Jan, if you don't make decisions for yourself, somebody else will. See, and this is why I'm like, okay, I rather than like continue with my own crazy things, because at least like I feel good with them, instead of like moving to somebody else and being pretty sure that they do not also know what they would like to have. So then we just get lost into another rabbit hole, which is also part of life, you know. So then we spin around and I get to the same inside again. I never go anywhere. There's nothing to improve. I'm already whole. I'm already holy. I'm already complete. I was always, and I will always be completed. I reached already consummation because I know how language works. And I know how to empty out myself and how to fill up the cup. And I know how to walk through life. I'm already dead. This is how I become alive, you know? This is how I express life. Like I just do, you know? I just live. But it's the most easiest and most difficult thing at the same time. To just be myself. To just be myself. Because, I mean, is society, like, I'm talking about society. Society is not important, it's only important what I do. And then, you know, I do it like I've been told, or I do it, I'm a bad rock. I know what I do is the most sourced, truthful and compassionate thing. And I will continue to do that. And I was building up this routine and ritual for such a long time, so that's why I can now, no matter what, keep on doing it. This is how I hold up this whole realm for all of you. Because I love you, compassionate. It's like, whatever, I talk. I talk the talk and I walk the walk and I talk the walk and I walk the talk. Nothing. Have you ever done enemas? It's like ingesting through the other end. Yeah, definitely. Well, you don't want to know. I've been doing these enemas, coffee with urine clarity. You mirrored that to me. Should I do one? Well, you know, actually I have to, because how my brain's working, I have to literally eat more shit in order to ground myself, because otherwise I'm out of this. This is all stupid. This is all retarded. So I literally have to sometimes ground myself, and then I'm like, why am I even doing that? Get more into healthy foods. That's also an attachment if you really know how it works. So I continuously get to the same thing over and over again, like how I did it, because this is how I can tolerate everything. This is how I can continue with my things, and this is how I can tolerate life, you know. Ruffle. I've done about 50 in the last 7 days and I still have shit. I mean, yeah, I get what you're saying, but let me tell you, take a look at my other videos, what I've been doing over there. But what is is it the point? The point of doing enemas or fasting is not to lose weight. It's not about changing your body. It's about your mind. It's about operating with your mind, and then you start to do things differently. But I would say, with all compassion and tolerance and truthfulness that I have, I can do that already when I start to get into different things. Like, for example, if I would do just things differently. Of course, enemas are a great idea. Maybe I should do one. Maybe I was just okay, great idea. But it's about your mind. It's about changing your mind perception and perspective. That's what it is about. Right, so. Yeah, that was probably too personal. Well, let me tell you, the way I do my videos right now, it probably cannot get more direct. It could if you do Zoom or something, but probably too personal. Nah, it wasn't. I would share that even if there would be 0 people in the room, I would be like, hey, you know what? All you people, I was doing urine enemas. I don't care. That's good. It's a great idea. You are completely right, excrement, with what you say, because it is very healthy. It is. It's restructuring your whole body. It's great. Continue doing that. But sometimes, as I'm an earth sign, But I have all the elements, like I said, I have all the angels of mind. But I literally need sometimes more grounding. You're making me laugh. Yeah, good. That's important. See, happiness and health. And if you really get into health, like you burn in health, you burn hell here. So I need sometimes like more grounding to do all the shit that we are supposed to do in life. Because otherwise, if I would be way too high up, I would be like, yo, like this is all pointless, and then I lose my grip. And if I lose my grip, I have already problems with being in this whole like human thing sometimes. So like if I'm getting too divine, if I'm getting too way up, I'm like, I'm out of this. Bye. It's like I'm getting way too much philosophical, and it's like my mind is always. I know I have a beautiful mind. I know that, but it's sometimes then like I'm way too up in my head then. So I have to ground myself. See, and this is how you basically flux things through your chakras, through your glands. And especially if you hold up, orin in your mouth, like I burn so much so fast, and also with Paida, foamROLLIN, and everything. What I do, it's my mind program. Like I said, I am already on the point, like where I'm, okay, let's do things differently, but when was the last time I did an enema? Since we are living here, my girl and I haven't done an enema. So we're living here since New Year, since the New Year calendar. It's now about 3 months, 2 months. Yeah, damn, I should do an enema. That's awesome. Yeah, so do I sometimes. I have to have a life here on earth, otherwise I don't understand anything, and vice versa. Yes! Ground yourself. I have to ground myself. I know that, it's like balance. If I finish this live stream today, I'm going to straight, because otherwise I'm distracting myself way too much. I'm going to work on my, how is that called? On my new job as a personal trainer. Let's just make it that simple. So that I get a job, I get a life, I get a life. But I know what I do here is way more powerful than anything else. I know, because this is what I am. And what I present to you is just like, it's for free, it's universal, everybody could do it. It's just a question of, hey, are you able to do it? But this is why I consciously then go into a certain area where I can be and express all the things that I have in my mind, with movement, with how the human body is functioning. And then I see how people operate over there, and I will adapt. But it's also, I know it's also dangerous, because then these things come into me and be like, oh yeah, we do it this way, and that starts to fuck with me in my mind, and I'm like, well, I know what I talk about. That's why I'm this bad rock in the ocean. I'm like, it doesn't fucking matter to me what you say. I know the freaking truth. I know the code. I'm doing it. So the question is, are you able to do it or not? And I'm not pushing it onto you, but I'm just expressing and being myself and be like, yo, I'm literally standing here in front of you, squatting in front of you, and being like you could do this if you would do it, Yeah, I feel like with the chakras that they can be interfered with from other beings, and they can alter you. So it is important to empty yourself of all this shit that is not you, Yeah, that's true. But on the other hand, excrement, it's also like, congrats to the job, by the way. I don't have it yet, but thank you for saying that. I will get it. That's it. I will get it. I just have to do it. And sometimes I'm a freaking lazy ass, let me tell you. But I will get it, I know. But you know, that's also the thing with the shit, what you just said. We all in this together. So the other persons are literally, like I said, if you get to that like realization, that they are me. They are expressions of me. So I tolerate even them. But that's the whole freaking like, if you really understand like this battling of the senses, this battling of mind, this is all so crazy. It's all like, and the more holy, the more holistic you become, it's like, yo, like I'm like literally like a black hole. You could throw everything into me and it just dissolves and it just like becomes life and it dies and everything and it just expresses itself. It's crazy. It's so crazy. And it sounds probably what I say here so out of the space for many people, like 5 people in the room, and 4 people might ask themselves, yo, this goof in front of the mirror is completely strange. In what kind of virtual reality is he living? And I'm telling you, well, I live in my beautiful mind, which is truthful, compassionate, and tolerant, but not many beings like really, like, I don't know on what kind of point you are. But I know that we continue with this here. Like, move, yo. Nah, that's cool, man. Yes, I'm cool, you are cool, we are cool. We are the cool fool. Yeah, so, I mean, but like I said, in the end, again, words and mirrors. Words and mirrors. And this saying, words and mirrors, helped me so much to, you know, just become myself in front of the mirror. Become myself in front of the black mirror, in front of the camera. And let me tell you, it's the most easiest, but most difficult thing. Because we were raised with all these personas and everything. It's like, oh, these are our names and these are what we are. And then we try to hold up certain images and expressions and be like, yo, you know, this is what I've learned and blah, 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 and whatever. But yo, it's like, just be you, you know, that's already divine. That's already everything. That's already complete. So don't be like you. Ooh. I'm like, you can't be yourself, because if you be yourself, you just have not the right to whatever, earn money, or I don't know, you're going to you're going to risk your existence, you're going to risk your future being, which is completely bizarre. If you cannot be yourself in this thing, like, what is it then? Let's get to the brain and the prison and the prism again, that the human mind, the human brain is already a prison. But it's a prism where the light beam comes in and then the rainbow shoots out. That means that you produce all the color that is emitted, which is sent out by your own black pupil, which is your inner training. Then Skylar made a video, which is the rainbow shoots out of your pupil. That's it, out of your black hole. You get it? You get it? Black hole. Everybody's looking out in the sky, like in the freaking telescopes. Oh, look at the cosmos over there. Like, oh, these stars. It's like, oh, then you get into the microscopes and you're like, wow, look at these fractals in there. Like, you see them there? Huh? I'm like, yo, I am the cosmos. I am what's looking out. It is what it is. Period. Express and be yourself. So, all right, I think that might be enough for now. Moonbeam 1 to 3, watching the discipline. Yeah, the disc in I plane. The discs in my spine, yo. See, and this is not to show off. This is not to show off. But see, I'm like, everybody could do it, but I have the discipline to like spend my time because I enjoy it. It's freaking like lovely to me to share it with you because I freaking love you, and I give you all the Virginias here, the beautiful flowers of life. I express it to you because I freaking have so much compassion for everyone. That's why I share it. And this is why I also receive it neurochemically in my brain. You know, like I get these benefits then. But I not do it because of that. Because I do it because I share. Because I share. That's it. You know, shine the light. I am lacking the discipline. No, you're not lacking it because you're already watching it. Moonbeam 1 to 3. You're doing it. Now the quest is just that you, in your mind, you've already done it. You've already done it. You've already done it. You just have to go out and do it. I have work in 7 hours at the timber yard. On that timeline I created. I don't know what that means, excrement. I'm honest to you. I don't know what you mean, but I have work. You have work in 7. You're going to work in 7 hours at the timber yard and Timberlands. You know the boots, the Timberlands. On that timeline I created. Yeah. You know, like I created this mirror. Beautiful, huh? So for 1 hour 40, I just be myself here. And even like we continue this. Cash. Yeah. Like cash. Moonies. Right. Yeah, you know, it's like I don't expect something, but I know what I do is freaking valuable. I know, so I would just like to see, and I know I get it in my mind, but I just like, you know, and I take a look into my room and take a look into my life and see like, hey, you know, it's all beautiful what I have. Sun is up. I have time for myself, but is it then about the money? I mean, for me, it's about the consciousness, you know, it's like about the mind, but it's also about like, because I've been informed with that, you know, like I want to get this amount of money because then I think, oh, it's more valuable. But that's also, you know, like old thinking, but yeah, whatever. It is what it is, and I will get what I should get. But I have to also put into work to be where I would like to be and to get what I would like to see. Yeah, you know, that 9 to 5, Monday to Friday. Yeah, you know, is that what I would like to have? Is that more helpful than the 9 to 5? Thank you for the mirror excrement. Maybe it is just like, you know, then also a plugging in of consciousness. If I can do there, IMO, you know, it would be nicer if we could go back to trading. Yeah, I mean, like I was also thinking about so much about that, you know. But also, you know, it's cool, you know, like you could have everything in a minute, but also it's very bizarre, you know. But I mean, I know that the only world that I could that I'm changing is like, I mean, I know I could spiritually rise up to the complete top mountain and I can organize everything from over there, and I'm doing that. But I think it's about fusing basically spirituality with technology, and this would be like the real benefit, you know. Then, I mean, it's nice to have pizza. I also like to have a delivery shit, you know. If you people would just like know about the original things that I'm representing for all of you, and then, you know, this is me, this is my expression, this is my outlook on life. Doesn't mean that it's the optimal thing for everything, but I would say it's the optimal thing because it's fusing the ancient things with the new technologies together, and then you have me basically retard goof, yo. Like, life is life, and it is what it is. So, now I do Kalarippayattu movement, and yeah, we just do that. Let's go. Blind. Oh, music. More music. Music. You're exactly where you need to be. I am exactly where I need to be. Oh. So that's the warming up. After 1 hour 55, I finally warmed up. Great, huh? Now we get more into back bends and then leg swing exercises and all the crazy other things that I do. So, good night, Jan. Yeah, good night, Extrament. Take care, see you soon. Okay. Here we go. Wait, can we see it? Maybe like this. It's good. Alright. So from here, blindfold, because your eyes are fooling, nooling, whatever, cooling. Oops. One. Two. Hey, it's still there. Extra, I know. Hey. So, now we continue with the leg swings. Dun, dun, dun. All right. Okay. "40 minutes in the sauna, I had to get out," Mumi says. Good. Yeah. So, that was the leg swings from Kalarippayattu. Now we get into the animal postures. Elephant first. So feet together. Feet together. And then you move. 1, 2, thumbs out. Above your head, look to the hands. Thumbs over the forehead, nose, chin, to your chest, to your navel, on the navel. Put the hands here and then you go down over the ground to your eyebrows. Feet parallel, knees out, elbows together, look up. Stomp left, stomp right, stomp both, jump. Together, 1, 2, 3, back. Alright, good. Okay, now we do the horse posture and the lion and the wild boar. Okay, so good, let's go. So horse, feet together, hands above the head, to your eyes, to your chest, and step right, forward, round, step left, forward, round, back, round, back, step. Now the lion. Hands above to your ears. Step left. Look forward. Step right. Look forward. Step back. Right. Step back left. And parallel. and down. Alright, now the whiteboard. Hands above, to your ears, step left, forward. Right foot in front of your left, change. Left foot in front of your right, change. And back, change. Back, change. And parallel. Good. Now the peacock. Both feet together. Above, to your face, to your chest, forward and reach out left arm. Back. Other side. Reach out your right arm. Peacock. Both hands to the side, stand on your right foot, look forward. Both hands up and swing left, swing right, swing left. Down, up, down, up, and sit. Cat posture. Over cross. To the ground. Up and hands on the ground. Ground, forehead, chest, and step back. Good. I will practice a lion. Yes. Did you call that the peacock? I will try to learn that too. Yeah, it's a peacock. Now the peacock is with both arms like this, right? Like this, and the fish is one arm up and one hand here. That's what it is. Kalarippayattu animal postures. Very good for everything. Spirituality and your health. So here we get into the groundworks. So on the floor. Now, round, up, back, sit back, dive forward, and other side, go down, push back, go forward, hold. Now from here, jump forward, jump back, and switch over to one side, and switch it to the other side. All right, hold, go down, and now we do the scorpion. All right, from here, hold yourself on your feet and hands on the floor, and right foot, sorry, one more time. Right hand and left foot, left hand and right, and go back, and hold. All right, sitting back, good. Okay, now from here, we do a bit of Kemetic yoga. I'll let the music play. just for relaxation. Some Kemetics, yogas. All right, sit down and reach forward, breathe out, hold. You do it blind today to reflect better. Breathe deep through your nose. Okay, go back and into the fish pose. Here, let your head fall. Relax. Open up your heart and your throat. Be able to speak what you think. Okay, come back softly. Now hands on the ground and push up into the table. Hold. Hip as high as you can in one line with the knees and the feet and the shoulders. Go down. Back. Good. From here, you go into one of the Chromatic Yogi postures. From here, knee, neck beside feet, and you put the hands here, reach up, and right hand above right knee, left hand above left heel, and look back. Reach out as far as you can. Look back. Open up your chest. Get into your divine heart space. Talk what you would like to see and feel. Come here. Put both hands onto your chest, into your heart. Come up. Put both hands next to the knee and next to your feet, and breathe out and extend both knees. Come up slowly, and from here change feet positions. Once you've changed them, you should now, when you come down, reach with your knee next to your toes, both hands here, beside your body. Go up, left hand above left knee, right hand above right heel, look back. Put both hands together in front of your heart space, in front of your chest. Get into your self-love. Feel yourself. Express yourself. Be who you are. Because you deserve that. Up front. Put both hands beside your feet and knee and breathe out. Extend.
Alright, come up.
And last posture for today. No, second last one. Sit on your knees. Come up, go down. Go back. Okay, now push back your left knee and sit onto your right. Look forward. Now both hands up. And reach up. Your right hand, look to your left. Left hand over your left leg. Right hand over your right knee. Look back. Forward, up, down, hands together behind you, and push back the shoulder blades. Look up. Hands beside your knees and breathe out. Go down.
Back to knees together. And push back your right knee. Lift up.
Look up. Hands in front of you. Beside. Forward. Right hand over right foot. Left hand over left knee. Look to your right hand. Come forward, hands together, reach up to your heart and back. And hands beside your knee, breathe out.
And both knees together.
Alright, very good. Now from here, we go one more time into the side twist. Both knees above each other. And lay on your left side, both hands together. And over to the right. Look to your right hand. Now extend your left knee and you could hear a pop in your lower back. At least that's what I hear. Come back. Both knees together. And to the other side. Look to your left hand. Breathe out and extend your right knee. Back, both hands together, and sit back. Now we could do another rolling forward and backward.
5 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right.
So, there we go. Good to be with you. Thank you. Truthfulness, compassion, and tolerance. When I'm holding the phone to watch and learn is strobing slightly from dark to light. If I set the phone down, it just goes dark. Why is this? I don't know, maybe it's because of electromagnetism. I'm too powerful. I don't know. The duality between black and white. I don't know. I don't know what it is. I just can only show you myself. That's what everyone does. So thank you for being with me. I hope you enjoyed this live stream. Like I said, namaste. Thank you for your mirrors. This was a ritual of and to myself. So, nice compassion and tolerance for all of you. Work on yourself and keep the Falun spinning. Keep the wheel spinning. I love you. See you.